Hey, beautiful family. So, I just thought I would go ahead and just make this video. I made a list of things that I think y'all would be surprised to know about the whole process. Kind of like the some of the things with the whole Bible giveaway and sorry, trying to adjust a little bit here. Okay, there we go. With the whole Bible giveaway and what it is, and kind of some of the things that go on, some of the things, just giving a little more information and things that take place, because with a lot of this, I've had people kind of touch on these areas, kind of in a roundabout way, ask these questions. So I kind of want to cover it. And so some of the stuff I'm kind of throwing in there too. It's kind of like a sideball, kind of, so to speak. And some of this stuff is will be information about me in general that people have kind of touched on, and there's like one or two things that I've actually kind of threw in on my own, just things I've thought of that you may be interested in. So without further ado, just going to go ahead and jump in on here. The first thing is, y'all may be surprised to know, in case you don't already know, of course, I am in America. I live in Illinois. And when I do the Bible drawings with the Bible giveaways, and the winner actually lives in Canada, which, of course, if you don't know already, there are international people who live in different countries can go ahead and join in on the Bible giveaways as well. It's actually more expensive in some cases. It's more expensive to ship to Canada than to overseas. And that sounds absolutely crazy, but it's true. And the first time I actually mailed one of the Bibles to a winner in Canada, I was expecting, because the winner before them was overseas in a different country, and well, duh, right? But they were overseas, and I had spent X amount of money, and I'm like, well, great. This is going to Canada, so it should at least cost $10 less, right? Wrong. It was actually in the other direction, and I was completely shocked. And as a matter of fact, when I told the postal worker, explained to them, excuse me, explained to her why I was so surprised, she was kind of a little surprised too. So I thought that was kind of like a fun fact that y'all might be interested in. But another thing is, the postal clerks actually have had about as many problems with out-of-state addresses as I have. There have been some addresses where it's like in overseas, that it's hard to figure out. That's why I try to say, please be very specific, break things down. I actually have a right here to give y'all an example. This is one of the forms that I actually fill out, even if you're in Canada. If you're out of the States, out of America, no matter what, I have to fill one of these out. Let me go ahead and this is what I have to do. So if you look here, I have to put your full last name. I have to break everything down. Your full last name, your first name, your address. They don't give much room at all. And some of these addresses are so long. So sometimes I have to go down to the second line and I just have to tell them, hey, I had to use it. I had no choice. I tried to write small, but they only give you one main line, and then you have your area code or zip code right here. Then you have your state, or excuse me, your city, your state, and then you have the country. I got that right, right? Okay, yeah. Or they have the state or province, province, yeah, province. So that's why it's so much easier if y'all would just break it down. When I ask for your mailing address, if you would just put, like, give me your name, then have your address, just put address, and actually I guess it'd be address, address, write out address, and then give your address, and then have state, give the state, or excuse me, city, give the city, then state, give the state, and then country, and then area code. That would make it so much easier, because some of the stuff I just look at and I'm just like, I don't understand it. I'm so sorry, but well, it's literally foreign to me. I don't understand it, and I feel so bad, but I want to make sure that our winners get the beautiful Bibles. So that's why it's so crucial. And if there's any glitches, if there's any mistakes in it, one of two things can happen. Either you don't get the package and it gets lost, somebody else gets it, or there's a pretty big delay in you receiving your package, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why it's so crucial that I have all the correct information and I put it in the correct area. Because it's not just one time I write it at least 2 times. And another thing that y'all might be surprised to know is I haven't always been this comfortable in front of the camera. As a matter of fact, I used to actually be camera shy, very camera shy. Right now, of course, I'm very open in front of the camera. I actually love the camera. But yeah, I used to be, anybody have a camera, I would run and hide. I used to be like that. Even if it's just a still shot, I would run and hide. I would not want my pictures taken. I hated it so much. But now I absolutely love it. I will jump in the shot. I will make silly faces. I love the camera. Absolutely love it. I don't have a problem with it. And that's all because of the Almighty. I give all the credit to the Almighty. I give him all the glory. Each and every time, each and every day. This is his channel, and he is working miracles in me. That is for sure. I will come back to that. But I actually buy all my own Bibles with my own money. I buy my own Bibles, including for all the giveaways, except for the general Bible giveaway. Those Bibles I did not purchase. Those Bibles came from the Almighty, came from his money. And yes, my money is his money, and I know it gets kind of confusing there, but that money actually came from the money that was put back for him, tithing money. That's where that money came from. That once I tithe the money and I put it back, because I don't attend an actual building church. I have church here at home, but I still tithe. He had me to pull that money out from that money. Once I tithe, that money is no longer my money. I have zero rights to it unless he has me to get into it for whatever reason. Um, but that's where that money came from. That was not my money. But that was the only time I did not buy actually buy the Bibles, but the children's Bible giveaways and the bundles, that that was my own money. None of these Bibles, none of them have been given to me. I have not gone to any of the, like the Zondervan company, I'm gonna try to remember all of them. Zondervan, Holman, um, gosh, any of them. I have not gone to any of the companies and gotten any free Bibles at all. And I will not. I will not go begging for and I know that's probably a bad choice of words, because I know people don't actually some people legitimately don't go begging. But I will not do that. If the Almighty has not blessed me with one, then that I hadn't earned for my own self, then, I just look at it this way. If I can't afford it, then I don't need it. That's just how I look at it. I will not go begging for a Bible. And I don't want any of y'all to feel bad at all for being blessed with one. Because that's why he's doing this. Is for those who can't afford a new Bible, who may have a Bible, but it's just falling apart, and you just can't afford a new Bible, and you'd like to have a new Bible, or maybe you don't have a new Bible. And that's what it's for. And like with the Heroes Bibles, it's to honor them. That's what this is for. That's what all this is about, is to get people in his word, is to help them grow, help them, that spiritual milk and the spiritual growth, and to get them on the spiritual oh gosh, what am I thinking of? Get them off the spiritual milk and into solid foods. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Get them on spiritual solid foods, and get them nurtured and growing. Which leads me to the next thing. I will never, I mean that, ask anyone to send me a Bible or anything else. I will never ask any of you to send me a Bible to review. I know there are some people who do Bible reviews that do that. That is their choice. That is up to them. But I can tell you right now, I can reassure you, I will never do that. If you send me one, that is your choice, but I will never ask you to do that. I do have my mailing address linked down in the description box, and that's only as your discretion. That is, if you send me something, great. If you don't, that's great too. It is your choice. But the reason why I do it is because I want to leave that open to you all. If the Lord lays something upon y'all, I don't want to stand in the middle. I want to give you all a chance. And that's why I do that. I don't do it to be like, oh, I'm doing all this, somebody best be sending me something. It's not that at all. I don't expect anything from any of you. I do not. And I've said that before, and I mean it. I have received some beautiful gifts from a dear sister. I have, and it's absolutely amazing. And I thank her all the time. I just feel so blessed by it, and it's awesome. And if you can't afford anything, don't send me anything. It's okay. Just you going deeper in his word. is enough for me. You getting closer to him is enough for me. That's enough of a thanks for me. You spreading the gospel is enough for me. You putting if you were blessed with the Bible that he has blessed me to be able to bless you with, um and you've put it to good use, and you're going deeper in his word, and you are just really enjoying it, and your walk has improved with him, that's thank you enough. Seriously, that's thank you enough. But I wanted to stress especially those last two things that I mentioned to y'all, that I will not sit there and go to these companies and ask them to give me a Bible so I can review it. I will not do it. And I will not ask y'all to send me a Bible so I can review it. I will not do that. Now, I mean, if the Almighty laid something on me about one of the companies, and I thought he was telling me, excuse me, to go to one of the companies and ask them about it. Oh, I am so sorry, excuse me. I would be doing so much praying about that. I would be fasting. I would be praying. I'm like, I need to know it's you, because that's something I don't feel comfortable doing. And I just want to pay for it myself. That's just how I am. It's who I am. It's how I was raised. But the one thing that I skipped over, that one that you all may be surprised to know, and is completely off subject, but I actually really love to cook. I know that's completely random, but I do actually love to cook. I don't cook a whole lot because we're just on different eating schedules here. I am so sorry. Different eating schedules around here, and we eat different things around here. My mom is vegetarian, and my daughter, she's just picky. Me and my son, we eat a lot of the same things, but it just he would eat what I fixed before the other two. And there are some dishes that I do fix. Like I do fix homemade pasta sauce, and then of course we pick a pasta, whatever it is, and I lean more on the chunky pasta sauce, and it's actually really good. If I do say so myself, it is pretty darn tasty. And then I do fix I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. And I do fix homemade homemade vegetable soup. And I put potatoes in it a lot most of the time. My mom doesn't like noodles. I like noodles. She doesn't like noodles. But a lot of times I really want to I love to expand on my cooking. That's why I like cooking so much, because it's like an art form. I don't like, decorating the plates, getting things just right. Not that kind of art. I just find it like you can explore, you can try different flavorings, you can do different things, give it a different taste, give it a different, and it turns out so amazing. And it's also one of those things where you can goof up, depending on what it is. You can goof up a little bit and be like, oh, crap, I put that in there. I put a little bit too much of that in there. And you can almost offset it with something else, put a little bit more of this in there, or back off a little bit of that or whatever, and taste it. And it turned out to be the best thing you cooked in like months or years or whatever. And it become a family favorite or whatever. So, Yes, I love, love, love to cook. I love coming up with different things. I love getting creative. I love just exploring. Baking, I can bake, but it's so much more precise. And I'm not that good at that. I'm okay. I do good with measuring and stuff like that. It's just, I think just the timing with the, you know, with the oven. um, I get frustrated when it doesn't turn out right. I mean, I get okay with it, but my real my real love is cooking, just cooking. I can't. There's a lot of stuff I can't cook, but there's a lot of stuff I can cook. So I like to get creative, like I said. So, but yeah, that's all I have for right now. But I just thought y'all would be interested in it. Just things that you'd be surprised to know. Um, and I'm hoping and praying that this does help to improve in some areas, especially like I said, when mailing overseas, um, or just out of the country, even in Canada. Um, so yeah. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch little old me. I know you don't have to, but you see my mug, you see the Bibles, and you see my fingers, and you take a few minutes out of your day to listen and or watch. And from the bottom of my heart, I truly, truly do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click the bell icon and click all so you get notified each and every time I upload a new video. If this is your first time watching, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I don't do these kind of videos all the time. The other kind of videos I do are, as I mentioned in the video, there are Bible giveaways, Bible reviews. I do. Also, which reminds me, I don't know the actual count on the Bibles, but I'm dwindling down on the Bibles that I have to review. But there are definitely more content that has been like laid upon me to do. So there would definitely be more content, and I'm hoping and praying there is some, I have like a wish list. I have a wish list from Christian Book that I have. So I'm hoping and praying that he will bless me with those in due time. So it's all in his timing. His timing is perfect. So until next time, much love. God bless.